What would Wednesday be without round 3 for this baby? I thought it was going to end at 2. I took the kids for a walk, the dog for a walk. I came back here and I had myself a treat in my inbox. We got ourselves a great game here with the man you're going to recognize in the upper left-hand corner, playing as the Red Protoss, playing for Team HGX. We don't know what team this boy plays for nowadays. SONTHEEVES will be playing as the Red Protoss. In the lower right-hand corner, he will be playing against a blue Zerg in the name of Biney. It almost sounds Scottish. Biney. He is going with gas first. Very interesting. I can tell you that SONTHEEVES, as you know, is a high diamond player. Biney is a platinum player. So this baby should be good. He's going gas first. And SONTHEEVES is going to elect to not do any scouting to start this game. Instead, he's going to drop that pylon down, and he's going to make himself over to the mineral fields to mine like he's never mined before. What a beautiful freaking night it is tonight. Remember the challenge. Remember the new Facebook page. Everything's happening at tractorchute land right now. New Facebook fan page in the description of all my videos. Friday challenge. You must win a game building only the 2 specialty units for the race you are. If you are Zerg, it is Infestor / Viper. If you are Protoss, it is High Templar / Mothership Core. You may build archons out of your High Templars. And for the Terran, it is Ghost / Raven. Those are the only offensive units you are allowed to build. Submit your replay, win or loss. If it's a loss, let me know, because I'll be submitting, I'll be casting losses throughout the week just for fun. I guess throughout the week, we're almost at the end of the week, but I'll be casting losses all day Thursday. I'm going to try and get out a few of the losses of people that have submitted a few losses to me so far. And then I will also do all the wins on Friday. I am going camping this weekend, but I'm hoping to queue up some casts to go up on the weekend. Either way, I'm going to be leaving Friday night. I'll make sure the Friday challenge casts go up. Saturday and Sunday I will be gone and returning on Sunday night if all goes well. That is my weekend planned out. Let me know what you guys are doing somewhere, either on the Facebook fan page or in the comments, just to entertain me. And that Overlord slowly getting across the map for Biney there. It does look like SONTHEEVES is going to do this baby unscouted. He is just going to take himself a guess there. There we go. Biney gets himself out a few guys there. Take a look at their APM. There's some real APM. 241 to 102. Not the usual on tractorshute's channel, so it's a treat today. Take a look at our production tab here. He's getting metabolic boost at the same time here. Z-Lot coming out with the cybernetics core for SONTHEEVES there, and there's the Overlord there. So the Overlord will get a good scout. Does realize it's not a quick expand coming out of SONTHEEVES. At the same time, he hasn't expanded himself, so both these guys even on the amount of bases here, meaning not one of them is going to have an advantage over the other early, depending on what they're going to choose to do. Will determine what's going to happen. There goes the expansion finally at the 3-minute 54, so fairly early. I must say, definitely not a late expansion by no means. Does have the dogs. They're going to run back there and decide to pause after they've seen the expo go out. Not entirely sure why. Also, I don't play this high, so I don't know what goes through the high-level league players' heads. There we go. Those dogs are going to make their way across the map there. Another 2 dogs. He is just rallying the dogs down. They're basically waiting for the metabolic boost to finish, which it doesn't have to. Assume that is a cue to move into that base, and yes, it is. Here we go. This boy's going to get those dogs inside the base there. Biney from the country of Scotland is going to make himself all the way up that ramp there. He's going to chase down that probe there. He sees a Z-Lot. Z-Lot's running like heck there. Get away from me, dogs. Get away from me. There we go. He does get the surround on the Z-Lot there. He will end up taking out Mothership Core, trying to do as much as it can. It'll get in the base. I would have to imagine that a photon overcharge is going to come down fairly quickly here. He doesn't have enough energy. No, that is not going to happen. So he will have to use those probes to try and get a surround on him here. Mothership Core will try and do as much as it can here. This is a very big trouble for SONTHEEVES early here. They're going to get another probe kill there. There goes another one there. Running out of dogs. He's trying to rally all the dogs up here. As you can see, they're coming in the base. Does have another couple gateways going down there at the same time at the entrance there. There he goes with that Mothership Core. Was enough to chase them out of there, and that should pretty much take care of it. These 3 dogs probably won't get any structure kills. I wouldn't have to imagine. Mothership Kill will continue. Core will continue to chase them. He's bringing 4 more dogs down here, but just not enough here. If he's bringing them in small packs, the Mothership Core should be able to take care of them. But he might actually get a kill on that pylon, which would be pretty sick. It will disable 2 of these gateways here, and it does look like he will get that kill there. So he does there. There goes 2 gateways. That's really big piss off for SONTHEEVES there. He's probably pretty mad here. And now there's just big buildings left. I would have to imagine he might try and get 1 more probe kill and then try and get out of there, but I don't think those 2 are going to have enough. It's going to be darn close. That probe's going like, oh, that metabolic boost was enough to catch him up there. Couple more dogs coming in the base here. That's pretty much it. He's electing to expand and start teching up. Now he's done the damage he wanted to do here. Looking up here, he's got another Overlord heading in there. These two dogs are get into the mineral line. Those probes will probably turn on them pretty quick. Basically being a nuisance at this point in time, trying to draw him off the line as much as he can here. And there he goes. Zealot finally gets out there. Zealot will take care of the rest of that there. Is sending up more dogs. That dog finally retreats there. Those two dogs. Nope, they're going to go back at her here. He's got a few more dogs coming in here. He might elect to continue this here. He might actually have a chance at it. We are finally possibly going to look at getting a forge. No, not even a forge. So he does have the 3 gateways here. They're building like crazy. He really needs to get a stalker out there. Does he have the cyber core? Yes, he does. So really needs to get a stalker on the field, especially with these dogs coming in. This is going to be big trouble. There's a lot of dogs on the map. Let's take a look at our unit tab here. That is altogether 10 dogs on the map. These dogs will maybe get a surround. He's going to try and get as much of a narrow choke point as he can while attacking these dogs here. Is going to be his best choice of engagement here. Mothership Core is out. It's going to try and take out these guys here. That photon overcharge finally goes down. I was going to say, must have enough for that photon overcharge. That'll keep the dogs at bay. It's going to keep them down the bottom there. These two Zealots should be able to keep them away from everything here. They're going to run out of there. Finally, he has done everything he can there. That expansion is up for Biney at the same time there. He does have the queen there, which is pumping out larvae here at the same time, so very well done there. No roach warren up yet, so really wasn't teching up on the attacks there. Now, of course, he's got to do what he's got to do, which is put those spine crawlers down. That's going to be his only chance, and apparently SONTHEEVES is pissed off as he's given himself a little bit of a taunt. Here we go. Now SONTHEEVES is pissed off. Let's see what he does when he's pissed off. Chrono boost out probes, apparently. That is what he does. That's his hobby, and that is what he's going to do. And at the same time, he does have another gateway and a forge going down here. So finally, he's getting the 4th gateway and a forge going down here. Is going to move out with the 4 Zealots and the Mothership Core. So very interesting. Like I say, quite a few dogs on the field here with that spine core out. It could be a fairly stalemate type battle the way he's going here. Those dogs are going to end up intercepting this. So they're going to see what's coming here. Zealots are going to catch him there. He's not going to like that there. He's going to want to get out of there. The Mothership Core is going to be a very big nuisance as he doesn't really have anything for air other than the queen there. So we'll soon find out. But he does have a good amount of dogs, and with that spine core, second one going down there, he should be all right with this army coming in. But that is 6 Zealots. That's a hefty amount of Zealots coming in there. There goes that spine core. Going to put that down right there. He's going to sit at the bottom of the base here, wait for the rest of his reinforcements to come in, and he's going to go out of here. A couple more dogs end up coming down there. 22 dogs altogether. Might have enough depending on how they engage here. They're both going back and forth. They're trying to get the best point of engagement here. There they go. They don't want to allow those dogs to get the surround on them. Those Zealots are going to try and clean up those dogs. Those dogs end up running away there. He's going to right up the ramp to go for the kill on the queen. Getting a kill on the queen would be a pretty sick win for him. There he goes. One queen ends up going down there. He's going to turn on all those dogs there. Mothership Core is almost going to go down there. I don't think he's going to be able to stop that at all, though. No, he can't there. So the queen has done the job there. Spine car up there. Might not have any spine cars up here. No, he doesn't. So he might be able to wreak a little bit of havoc, but does have a roach warren. So I imagine these are roaches coming out. Dogs. Apparently a lot of dogs coming out here. Take a look at the production tab. Yes, just 12 dogs coming out here. It's a very interesting choice. Surprised he didn't go with the roaches at this point in time. But he's going to go in there and he's going to get a few kills on those drones there. If we take a look at our worker kills, it is actually 14 to nothing. So he didn't end up getting any roach or any drone kills there. So kind of sucks for something. But whatever, he's still happy beating away on the rest of these dogs here. Has done himself a fair good job to get them right off the mining there. Of course, they did go down the bottom in mine, so he didn't lose much mining time at all. At the other end, he has been working away and really been piggybacking with his macro here, so it's a really good job there. He's getting a robo facility, so he's teching up a bit here. That double robo facility. Very interesting. So might be looking to get into a good sized Colossi type build, or might look to get into an immortal build, knowing that his opponent is just hitting roaches at this point in time. And I do believe, yes, he did notice that there is no layer technology. So he knows he's not going to have layer technology. At the best, he's going to have roaches. So why not go for the immortals? They're going to do a lot of damage there. There's a one sitting Zealot basically sitting out there so he can see when the opponent moves out there. So now he does know the opponent is looking around there, but didn't end up going too far. He's going to go around the outside here and see what kind of damage he can do. Just too many stalkers on the field at this point in time. So we are going to start to build ourselves an army at this point in time. Both these guys are looking very good so far. Lots of dogs on the field. 17 dogs on the field to the 2 Zealots and 5 stalkers of SONTHEEVES. He did end up getting a 3rd spine car. So 3 spine cars around the base there. None in this mineral line up top here. Why not? When you're at the bottom, you can guard them from getting up top. So very well done there. Double gas going down. So you get into somewhat of a gas heavy build. I'm surprised he did put one down here at the same time. It only has two gas miners right now. But at the same time, he is supply blocked. So he has managed to supply block himself here. So that's not going to bode well for him. At the same time, SONTHEEVES has supply blocked himself as well. But does have a pylon on the way here, I would have to imagine. Or does not have a pylon. He's going to sit there supply block for a little bit here. Still no pylon on the way. Does have double immortals coming out. So he is going to start spitting out those immortals. He's not going to get into Colossi. I'd have to imagine the pylons are going to get planted down here. There we go. There's a pylon. He's going to attack the back door. Maybe look to put a 3rd out at this point in time. I'd have to imagine. At the other end there, he just macroing up with a bunch of dogs here. And that's about it. Still no layer technology at all here, so a little bit surprising here. Is sticking with the roach type build. Oh, sorry, he does have layer technology coming up. My bad. But at the same time, not a whole heck of a lot going on as far as teching up. Just the roaches, and he hasn't even built a roach yet, so not entirely sure what he plans. Maybe he's just going to overlook the roach, go right into a layer type build, and then build from there. Would have to imagine at some point in time he's going to get something else here. No, he is just sticking straight drone. Wow, what a macro heavy game he's going here. Maybe he's trying to save up. That's 15 drones he's got building at once here. That is freaking insane if you ask me. At the other end there's the third going down for SONTHEEVES. Very, very smart. He is taking out another rock to make a little wall here. Very well done. A lot of people got to realize you can do that on a lot of the maps here, and it's very, very handy. Gets the pylon down there for warping in, of course. And up here, we'll take a look here. He's sticking to the double robo facility with the 4 gate. Not a bad build at all. An infestation pit is coming down here. So very well done by Biney. I keep forgetting what his name. Biney. I should remember that. I am part Scottish. And he is also getting the Glal Reconstitution, which is the upgrade for the roaches. At the same time, we are getting a warp prism coming down for SONTHEEVES, so very, very good there. Might be looking to do some drops. Does have 4 immortals on the field and a lot of stalkers, so he's looking pretty good so far. He is getting his upgrades at the same time. He's getting ground level 1 there. And we are getting some spore cars going down. We're letting go swarm hosts with the upgrade to the locust as well, so very good. So this is getting very, very interesting, as we are going to have a little bit of a swarm host slash immortal stalker battle going on here. So it should be very interesting. Is getting an overseer at the same time, making sure he does not get any sort of darkies out. There he goes, sending 2 dogs across. Basically, these 2 dogs are going to be used to scout what his opponent has elected to go with there. That should give him a little bit of intel, as I do believe he did see the immortals there. I would have to imagine there. And oh yeah, he should have easily got up far enough there. So the immortal should have been scouted at that point in time. So he has an idea what's on the field. Now he's really going to have to look at countering that with either going air or getting into a hefty roach slash hydra type build, I would have to imagine. We'll soon find out if he's going to stick with the swarm hosts and what he's going to use to support those swarm hosts, because that's really the question. It's how he's going to support them swarm hosts. Down the other end, he is really massing up on those cannons, making sure nobody sneaks through that wall. So that's a very good move by him. I would have to imagine once these swarm hosts get spotted, we're going to start seeing colossi come out fairly hefty there. He is getting the 4 zealots heading across the map here in the old warp prism. They're riding high. They're going to get right into the base. I'd imagine they're probably going to drop in the side here and then walk right into that base here. A lot of dogs heading across the map here. Wowzer, and is moving the swarm hosts at the same time. So hoping to pin his opponent down is Biney here. That's going to be his idea here. Now whether or not these zealots end up getting dropped, I can't see why he's dropping over there, why you wouldn't drop up there. There you go. Okay, very interesting. He is definitely going to drop up top here. They're going to park themselves outside the base here, and these zealots are going to go in here. He's also going to warp in some more at the same time, I would have to imagine. Swarmos are going to burrow. Now, here we go. Now he's going to realize exactly what he's up against, and these immortals aren't going to do a whole lot against the locust. They're not going to be the greatest. He's going to definitely want to get into a colossi type build. Does he have the support facility at all there? Does not have the support facility. We'll now see the locust, so this tells him exactly what he's up against. Those locusts are just going to be a nuisance at this point in time. He does have the observers out, so very, very well done there. There he goes. There's the warp in there, so he does bring in the 10 zealots here. They're going to do a lot of damage. There's a lot in there. Doesn't have zealot legs, but at the same time, they're going to be able to wreak havoc on this base. Does have a lot more roaches coming out here, but I don't think they're going to be enough. There's just way too many zealots at this point in time. Locusts are still doing their damage down at the other end there. Does have everybody at the bottom of that ramp here, but look at him go. He is really wreaking havoc. Going over the infestation pit first. Very smart. That will prevent any more swarm hosts from getting out there. So very, very smart by SONTHEEVES there. But at the same time, he is losing a lot of units to disposable units, which kind of sucks for him because, walked up that swarm host. Not entirely sure why he did that. Has a fairly good support army to block up front there. At the same time, he's losing everything at the other end here, but they do end up fending it off with the rest of those roaches there. Does need to get another infestation pit. Now imagine that's what this is. Yes, it is. So another infestation pit is expanding off of that. At the same time, he is trying to get rid of these swarm hosts here. Doesn't have any vision. Does he have vision up here? Yes, he does. Thank goodness he does have the vision up there. But at the same time, he is getting pushed right back and is losing a lot of his army here. If we take a look at the army tab here, it is it's fairly even right now. But at the same time, there's something did lose a lot of his army there. That is down to 5 stalkers and 1 zealot. So is in very big trouble getting pushed right back here. Swarmos are pushing right into that base. They've disabled power on one of those gateways. is not very good at all. He's going to continue to wreak havoc and has some more roaches to support that with. So this is going to be very big trouble for SONTHEEVES unless he can figure out what to do here. 2 cannons in the back here, but they're not going to do a lot. You're fighting against locusts that are disposable. So he is planning down a bunch more pylons and some cannons here. He's got to get everything powered back up here. Still has the 2 forges there. No upgrades going on at this point in time. It does have a lot of money for some reason. A lot of money and gas in the bank. He's going to put down a ton of pylons. Don't know if that's the smartest move because they're all probably going to go down before anything happens here. But locusts are not being controlled manually, so they're just letting everything build here. They're going after the stalkers here. At the other end, he is continuing to put pressure on there. Does take the hatchery out. So very well done by taking that hatchery out there. So doing a lot there with that warp prism. I'm not entirely sure where the warp prism ended up. There it is, just sitting outside the base there. So very smart, but these locusts are just wreaking havoc. Morph's in a lot more zealots. Zealots still do not have zealot legs at all. No, doesn't even have the blink either. No, nothing. No zealot legs, no blink. Locusts are continuing to wreak havoc. Has both observers sitting over top of the base here. Gets the 3rd down. It's going to start getting up and mining here, and he's going to have to start getting a lot of gas. With the hatchery going down here, that was a big help for SONTHEEVES, so he definitely got himself ahead there, but at the same time, he needs to get some sort of army to defend this off here, because this is very big trouble if he continues to send these through the front door. But at the same time, he's sitting on 3 bases, so he's probably pretty comfortable, as there's not a lot of locusts coming up there, so he can't feel overly bad. But at the same time, we have 4 more right on cue, so this is going to be very big trouble. This should be a total of, what do we have out there? 11 swarm holes here. These ones are on the move, Commander. I don't know if he might end up losing these. These could be disasters if he's not paying attention. They're trying to walk up the ramp. This is big time trouble here. They're going to walk right up there. He does find him in time. Thank goodness. He almost ended up losing those. That would have really been crappy. He is trying to get a little bit closer there. He does end up burrowing there. At the same time, we still only have 2 immortals and 2 stalkers on the field for SONTHEEVES. So he hasn't really amassed any form of an army. Does have quite a bit of money in the bank here, though. Does get down a few sentries there. I'd imagine they're going to be used for force field. Here comes the next load here of the full force. There goes the stock, or the colossi there. So very, very smart getting the colossi down there. Does need to get them out of there. Ends up losing those ones there. Is sending a lot more in here. Once he gets amassed a couple more colossi there, gonna have to imagine he's gonna move in. Is getting thermal lance upgrade there. Might actually end up losing a, no, might not. He does run them out there just in time. Almost ends up losing one there. Is bringing on a fairly hefty army at this point in time, so he will be ready to push here very, very quickly once he gets a couple more of those colossi out. I would have to imagine that's when we're going to see the push here, and they're almost done, because that'll be a pretty good amount there. He'll be sitting on 5 of them, but at the same time, Biney's not really moving ahead. He's not really building up much of an army to support these swarm holes. And this is where he's going to feel the pressure now, because he's got nothing there to defend them other than the few roaches there. He backs off perfectly there. Gives those thermal lances just the range that they happen to need there. Does end up burrowing again. Not entirely sure why. Ends up losing, running away with the roaches, but sticking with the swarm holes up front there. They're going to be in big trouble. They shouldn't be able to outrun this. The stalkers are going to end up chasing him down. He's going to end up going right back to his base. But at that point in time, he's going to be in very big trouble. He has the 21 roaches on the field, but at the same time, with this many colossi, and I believe there's a couple more that should be coming in to back him up here. And yes, there they are right there. This is going to be very big trouble there. There they end up burrowing there. Roaches just try and get up front. They're going to try and fend this off. Don't know if it's going to be enough, though. They're trying to fend off. This is big, big trouble, actually. They're doing a lot better job than I thought they would. He needs that backup there really bad. Needs a warp in at the same time here to really get rid of all these roaches here. That's way too many roaches, but with that amount of immortals, they should be able to melt them up here. So there they go. End up fending that off quite well. There goes all the roaches. But now, let's see what he's got left there. 5 roaches on the field. Big trouble now with this army coming in here. This army should be able to melt those locusts very, very quickly, especially with that amount of colossi on the field here. They're going to push ahead here. Should be able to melt the rest of these swarm holes here. Might get one more hatch off here. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to have enough time. Either way, he ends up losing every one of those swarm holes here. Puts them way behind in the game here. It's going to be very big trouble. We only have 4 roaches left on the field. 1 overseer and 3 queens. This might be the push he needs to finish this off. He's basically backing out. He's going to look for expansions to make sure he doesn't have 3 or 4, or he just back out and wait for the warp in there. There he goes. Now he sees the expansion over here. He'd like to take that out first. Roaches on the move, command. They end up going down. 3 more colossi coming in. That was about it. Really nothing Biney could do at that point in time. Very good game by SONTHEEVES. Good try by Biney. He was putting a pretty good push on there. Just didn't have enough support units to push it forward, or needed another reload on the swarm host to get a lot more of the locusts going. But fair enough. My congrats to you, SONTHEEVES. My condolences to you, Biney. Remember to check out the Facebook fan page. Will be in the description. I will get this baby uploaded, and I'm off to bed here. Saying of the night, if you get poked in the arse, look backwards and tell me what time it is. Thanks so much for watching. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.